What did Kyle say?
Can you please take me out the list?
How many times have you heard that today?
Way too many times, but we keep trying.
We are
keep trying.
Definitely. So, as you guys can see, today we are cold calling. We have started about an hour ago. We have our sticky notes for the no answer, the voicemail, and the ones that are totally pissed off because we have so many people cold calling nowadays. And they just kind of hang up. Some are rude, some are nice, but you know, we're trying to keep track, and this is our system.
Thank you.
So that is the little system that we created because we have so many calls to go through, and pretty much we have the no answer, the voicemail, and the ones that are totally screwed. So that's how we keep track of what's going on. And then over here on the computer, I like to pull up the address, and I like to have the person's name on hand, and just to get a view of what's going on and get familiar with the area while we're talking to the person, so that we know what we're talking about and they feel more comfortable with us. So it's not just kind of like a random call, even though it is a random call, but we make them sound like a little bit more comfortable with us because we know what we're talking about. So we have the information from this list, and then he gets certain numbers that he's working, and then he's getting certain numbers that he's working, and I'm doing the same thing over here. So we've been doing this for an hour now, and I believe the list that I submitted yesterday was just 100 addresses. So we didn't get them back yet, but we do have a previous list that we had still to go through. So we're working that one. We should be done here in about maybe 30 more minutes. And then tomorrow we're getting the one that I submitted yesterday. So we're going to be back here on Sunday doing more cold calling. And that's just kind of like the update of what's going on with the Max Maxwell Challenge. We are taking it a step ahead, even though I try to keep up with this, with the day-to-day challenges. You know, the driving for dollars, we do that. We've been doing that. It's just kind of hard to put a log and show you guys that I'm doing it because, you know, the proof is in the pudding right here. We have all the addresses that we skip traced. And then, you know, we did post on Facebook, like I mentioned yesterday. We do have posts on Craigslist. And then we're going to make some t-shirts for an event that we're having First Friday. So that's kind of what I was talking about yesterday that I wanted to show you guys. So we have a box full of shirts that we're going to be handing out. And then we have just kind of handouts for the people that we're going to be crossing, that are going to be crossing our paths. So we're just going to continue to cold call today. And I know you guys are giving me good feedback on this. So thank you. If you don't follow me on my Instagram, please do so. I'm just going to put it down here. And I'm also going to put my partner's Instagram as well, so you guys can follow them and just kind of see what we're doing. So cheer for us if you're out there doing the wholesaling deal, or if you're just happy for us to break that deal before the end of the month. It's getting really close. I feel like we're getting really close to breaking that deal, and hopefully we will soon. So we'll see what happens. Meanwhile, we're going to continue to cold call. All right, so after 2 solid hours of cold calling, my cousins left. They took their notes with them. These were my notes. A lot of the people did not answer. Some of them, the phones were not even working. So we did, like this person right here had like 6 phone numbers. We tried to reach them out. They wouldn't answer, so whatever. And then these were totally like completely out of the picture. They were kind of pissed off, so definitely not calling this group again. And then just so you guys know, you guys need to have some information in front of you when you cold call. So like I said, make sure you pull up the Zillow or something to give you some information on the property that you're calling. And then also have your Google Voice phone number up here, because I know that you guys probably don't know it by memory. So have it up here. When you leave the voicemail, you got to give them that number, not your personal number. And that's it. For the ones that didn't have numbers, this list right here are the ones that don't have phone numbers. So we're going to send them mailers. So we're going to put some information in the mail for them to see if they want to sell their property. And that's just kind of like the little system that we have going on. I'm sure you guys can create your own, but this is, I think, pretty well organized, and we can go back and try the no answer, discard the pissed off people, and hopefully we get back a phone call from the voicemails. So that was cold calling. It was pretty exciting. Let me know if you guys have cold called. I would like to know how it went for you. We did it in a group, so I think we already surpassed the nervous part of calling in front of people. It's kind of it's hard to call at first. You know, when you're making your first phone call and you don't know what to expect. I understand it can be difficult, but you have to really break through that and not care what people think. If you mess up, call the next person. If you mess up, call the next person. You know, you're not going to see these people face to face unless they want to sell you the house. So don't worry about it. I'm sure they get tons of calls. You're not the first one. Trust me. And if you are and they want to sell, well, good. You know, if not, then it is what it is. But thankfully, you know, we have a group of 5 guys, and we're all motivated. We're all doing it in front of each other. We're not embarrassed. We're out there. We're putting in the work. We're doing the driving for dollars. We're doing the spreading the word. I actually spent 45 minutes on the phone with a friend that just started doing this, and he was surprised of how much we knew about wholesaling. And he also has not broken his first deal, but you know, we're gonna get together, we're gonna exchange some information and see how we can help each other. So that's what it's all about, networking. Definitely make sure your Instagram is active. If you're doing YouTube, then that's great. If you're talking to everybody about what you're doing, that's even better, because you know, we're keeping it local. And that's it. I really hope that you guys learned something. I don't want to post every single day about this because I think it's difficult for me to put a lot of information out there. But I feel like today was definitely a good day to post. So we'll be back in a couple of days. We'll see what Max Maxwell has in store for us for the challenge. Meanwhile, we're still going to keep doing our thing. We're still going to keep driving for dollars and tracing our own list to needtoskip.com. I will leave that link again below. For that one, you only need 100 addresses to get them skip traced, and you don't need 250. So don't overwhelm yourself thinking that that's the only website. This one was highly recommended by the guys that are actually the group of investors that we are learning from. So they know what they're doing. They're flipping about 40 homes a month. So, you know, I would trust their word, and I wouldn't tell you guys something that will jeopardize your guys' operation. So if you guys have any problems, please let me know. I will never put out information that's false or that will make your, you know, like I said, operation fall apart or just lose traction. So yeah, we're out of here. Thank you.